Just gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Florent Thauvin, an exciting manipulator of the ball, Peter, and a real creative talent who's always likely to come up with something that little bit different, and that unpredictability makes him pretty tricky to defend against, obviously, not least because he's also a very clever runner off the ball, always looking to make a decoy move to drag defenders the wrong way.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. That has ended up in no man's land. Irankunda. And this is Luis Suarez. Can he finish? It's loose. That's another chance. Goal! Croatia! And it's Croatia who take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Croatia make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Can he latch on to this? Eriksson. Thauvin. And it's Pino. And here's Bakambu. Now it's Pino. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Moro. Özcan. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's picked out the run. He's got away. Can he finish? It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it.
Thauvin! And it's hit the woodwork and out! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It's not an especially good pass, that. Bakambu. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Darmian. Ruiz de Galarreta. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And it's Eriksson. And Bartesaghi. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Thauvin. And this is back. He's having a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Cedric Bakambu is offering a wry smile there.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's going to go a long way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Irankunda. Suarez has it out wide and in space. And he's cut it out. Batasagi plays it long. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Thauvin. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Some good work on the right flank here. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Ouattara with the short one. Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And the lead is extended still further. That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
A case now of complete control. He's picked his way through. Real chance! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Croatia are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Threads one in. Referee's given a throw. Passing is crisp and sharp. Irankunda ploughing. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And the first 45 minutes are up. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Croatia pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. And the action is back on the way. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And he's managed to get free. Shark gets his head on it! And that has flown over.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Ouattara. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Eriksson puts his foot on the gas. Over to the left. Pino. Pino's cross. And that should get the job done. Irankunda. Ouattara. Searching pass he's played there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Bakambu. Bakambu. Now it's Pino. Moro. Ouattara, who does have an assist to his name. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Eriksen. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's heaved it away. Well, they could break here. Picked out brilliant. Tries a shot! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
It's become a case of men against boys. Eriksen. That's a good ball out wide. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Ouattara.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Defending was strong and firm.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's a good foot in there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. More and more pressure on the ball here. Yeremy Pino. Thauvin. And this is Bakambu. And Croatia can counter-attack now. Moro. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Now it's Bakambu. Now it's Thauvin. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's looking unstoppable. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Luis Suarez. Couldn't squeeze it through. And he's surging through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Irankunda simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
Eriksen. And it's Bartasaghi. Luis Suarez has found the net here, of course. Moro. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Darmian. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Croatia definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.